11 years ago, Mercedes and AMG started taking their very fast AMG cars and making them a little faster. This department was called Black Series. And Black Series has taken cars like the Mercedes Benz SLK AMG and making it faster, and the SL and the SLS. And, well, we all know that the SLS stopped production in 2013. Since then, the AMG GT took its place. And for the past 7 years, we haven't seen an AMG GT Black Series, so a lot of people just assumed that Black Series was done with. Mercedes and AMG helped enforce that idea by going off and making a R and R Pro version of their cars. These cars are really fast, but they're not Black Series cars, as Mercedes kept saying every time they unveiled these cars. This isn't a Black Series, this isn't a Black Series, this isn't a Black Series. But finally, this is a Black Series. And, well, it is kind of obvious that this is a Black Series because there's a lot that isn't on any other AMG GT. For starters, brand new engine. This engine is a V8 bi-turbo. That's not really new, but it's how the engine carries about its business. Instead of it being a flat coiled or churned or turning thing, it's cross plane. Sorry, that's the word, plane. It's cross plane. And this basically means that the car produces its power differently than all the other V8s that AMG uses. Meaning that the car produces 730 brake horsepower and 800 newton meters of torque sent to the back tires. This all means that the car does 0 to 100 in 3.2 seconds and 0 to 200 in under 9. In other words, this car is faster than any other Mercedes that Merc and AMG has ever made. In fact, it's also the most powerful that Merc and Mercedes have ever made, and making it pretty much the best that Mercedes and AMG can do with the GT car. Now, not everything is just the engine, and well, Mercedes and AMG are pretty much big on that. The interior is very Mercedes. You still get your luxuries like an infotainment screen, air conditioning, proper door handles, and seats that I don't even know if they're very comfortable or not. I know that the AMG GTR Pros are borderline comfortable. So I'm pretty much hoping that the AMG GT Black Series is comfortable. Uh, in the interior, you also get a lot of pretty normal car features that you will find in a C class or an A class, not really S class interior. You're gonna get Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, a really nice virtual cockpit, and all the nice things to help you get around town if you have to, just to, find a track. Then it's when you get on the track that you really start to notice a lot of the differences. Firstly, you get a new suspension, and you also get new tires and brake calipers. These help the car corner much better, brake much quicker, and accelerate much quicker and more efficiently. Power is generated more efficiently and is sent to the tires much faster. And obviously, straight line speed, as I already told you, is pretty comfortable in where most sports cars are right now. Not so sure about hardcore sports cars though, because you have McLarens and Ferraris and Porsches even doing sub 3 second times, and Merc is still doing 3.2. That is a little bit slow and sluggish, but it's when you go around the track that matters. Now, obviously Mercedes hasn't yet given us a number for the Nürburgring times. We hope to hear about them very soon, and my sources hope to hear about them very quickly so that I can tell you as soon as possible. But we do assume that it will be a few seconds, or maybe the same time, as the Porsche 911 GT2 RS. That's pretty optimistic, seeing that its statistics for specifically for the Black Series are very similar to the SLS's and the Porsche 911 GT3 RS's. But let's take some time off of performance and the interior and let's go to the back, because the back is where there's a lot of differences. Firstly, in the back you will see new diffuser, new exhaust pipes, and most noticeably, most obviously, and most importantly, a new wing. Very new wing. This specific wing comes from the GT racing cars, the cars that go around for Le Mans and many other tracks around the world. Now, these carry on Mercedes's airfoil concept thing. Basically, what this means is this the wing has two primary blades that help cut through the air and make the air go much higher above the back so that the car is planted deeper into the ground. Specifically, the middle blade thingy that sits below the above one. This one takes air that comes directly from the front of the car and ensures that it doesn't go down, keeping all the air going up, allowing for the car to stay as low down as possible. And obviously, to help that, the car does have a very big and very obvious front spoiler. Now, in the rear, you also have, specifically with the wing here, you also have a little active arrow that goes up and down a few times. You may notice it if you watch their demo video a lot, that they do show this very subtly, though. This, like the suspension, can be controlled by the driver, him or herself, if he or she is capable to, or at least knows what they're doing. But if you don't, obviously you'll just leave it to the computer to decide when you need any of these things to engage and disengage, how hard it has to be, how high everything has to be, how low everything has to be. Now, again, going to the back, you have a new diffuser and a new exhaust pipe. Now I'm going to talk about the exhaust pipes because these exhaust pipes help the car sound incredible. They're titanium exhaust pipes, obviously, and the sound is immaculate. Now, I'm so sorry I couldn't play the sound for you. I actually don't have the resources right now. But if you do get a chance to, you have to listen to the soundtrack of this car. It is incredible. It is absolutely incredible. And, well, really, that's all I have to talk about the car. There are some downsides, and I kept listing them as we went along. Against its rivals, it isn't really that impressive, seeing that its rivals have, statistics wise and numbers wise, they are faster in a straight line, they produce more horsepower, more Newton meters of torque, and in some instances, they have a better reputation. Which means that AMG GT Black Series really has to prove itself with a Nürburgring lap time. And, well, we're probably only going to see it when the actual car gets released to its owners. Well, the lucky few that did pay the plus minus 3 million rand here in South Africa to be able to get the car. Now, this car is really, in my hopes, the last hurrah for the AMG GT. Let's hope it goes down in beautiful flames, as its drivers might will. And let's just hope that this is received well from the market. On my side, I personally don't think it's worth the wait. I would have rather gone for the McLaren, Lamborghini, and Ferrari alternatives, even though they are much, much more expensive. But if your budget is limited, then go out for the AMG GT Black series. It is really an incredible car. It's incredible because it keeps all the luxuries that you get in a Mercedes, but it's also hardcore. Pretty hardcore because it produces some hardcore stats. And when you take into account that you can get in the car, your butt won't be destroyed by the road, and you can still navigate your way around town and have a boot to put things inside the Porsche, then, well, this is a pretty good car. Oh, and I must say, if you are in Europe, you can add a track pack, which gives you a roll bar. So if you do end up tumbling in flames at the Nürburgring, you won't die. But sadly, this won't be available in America, Canada, China, and probably in Africa. But hey, if you're in any of the other markets, you're probably gonna get this. I highly advise that you do get this. It's much cooler and obviously it's much more efficient around the track. But other than that, this car is really just a really good all-around car. It's a great German automobile, which means it's safe, and it's also pretty fast, which is what we care about. So again, I'm saying if you're going to be looking for something that's really special, something that you won't really find on the road for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kilometers, well, I suggest you get this if you already did, because these are sold out in South Africa. Or at least by what my sources tell me. But other than that, this is a really good car. And can't wait to hopefully be able to drive one day. Maybe when I'm 18. But really, just take care, guys. And stay safe. If you're going to be going outside, wear masks. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your notifications. And, well, yeah, wait for next week. Because Eugene is going to be telling us all about BMW, the iX3, and how that matches up to the Tesla Model Y. Tune in.